So today I'm gonna walk you through a step-by-step guide how you can build an AI RAG agent. So basically an AI RAG agent is an AI system where we first provide a particular database to the AI, and then when we ask some specific questions, the AI just go through the database and then gets the similar data which we asked as a question, and then gets the data and then uses its own knowledge to modify into a smarter answer and then provides us a particular answer. So this is how an AI RAG agent works. So if you don't know myself, I'm Varun Aditya. I run an AI agency where I help businesses by providing AI solutions to improve their efficiency and cut down their extra costs by providing the smarter AI agents. So here is a quick demo how this AI RAG agent works. So for this RAG agent, I just asked ChatGPT to generate a customer service manual for a restaurant. So I just inserted that data into the agent, and then let's now see how it works. So, uh, so this is how it just go through the database and then just picks out the similar content regarding the question related to the question, and then uses its own knowledge to generate a smarter answer. So this is how basically an RAG agent works. So let's see how we can build this. So for now, just create a workflow. Oh, yeah. Before creating one, I just want you to create an account in Pinecone. Pinecone is nothing but a vector database which we use in our workflows. So I would recommend you to create an account in Pinecone and then just create an account and then uh just name it whichever name you want, and then just create an index. So after this, let's go back to our workflow, and then now the first step is to add a trigger. Here, as for now it's a demo, I'm just adding a manual trigger. It might be anything regarding your business strategy or regarding your work. Like it may be a Gmail trigger, or it might be anything. So after this, before proceeding with this workflow, I just want to mention one thing, which is we are going to create two workflows. One is where we insert the data into the database. The other is our regular agent. So let's build the two workflows and I will explain it clearly at the end. So for now, we just added the test workflow, like the clicking test workflow trigger, and then after this, we have to add and drive node. This with that we have to add this action as download file. So here, uh, you have to create a new credential, connect to your Google Drive account. So it is like where you have to just know your client ID and client secret, right? So to get this two client ID and client secret, you have to open your cloud first, Google Cloud. You have to go to your console project. Wait a minute. So this is mine. So you will be ending in a similar page like this. Before that, you have to create a new project. Okay, you have to create a new project and name it as whatever you want. Say test, and then just create it. And after creating it, I wonder. So after creating the new project, just follow the steps mentioned in this n8n documents. Which is first you have to turn on all the APIs which are needed for this Google Drive. So the first you have to enable the API for the drive. Enable it, and then as mentioned in this doc that we for Google Drive API require Google Docs API too, and then Sheets and then Slides. We have to enable the 3 other APIs to access our Google Drive account. So after this, you have to enable the docs. Enable the docs and then it's the final one is Slides. Or actually have connected my Google Drive account, so I'm just showing you guys how you can do it. So after this you have to create you have to go to credentials and we have to create our root client ID. So remember to create the root client ID, you have to configure your consent screen. So first you have to configure your consent screen. You just get started. Name it whichever you want. It may be like customer service AI agent or customer service RAG agent or anything. It may be anything which you might be preferring. And then other is the email address which you want to contact about this consent. So remember, you have to provide the same email address to the contact information which we are providing here. Okay, and then after this, create one. So I have already created. I'm going to mine. So here. So after creating one, you'll be able to create the auth client ID. While creating the auth client ID, you have to do one step, which is you have to add the user. Just click on the add users and provide your email address, because without this it won't allow us to sign in with our Google account. So make sure you are adding your Gmail account. So after this you are done, and if you have any doubt you can go through this n8n docs and you can refer this video to get a clear clarity about how it works. Okay, then you just copy the client ID and client secret here and paste it and then save. So ready to go. So after this I have, so why we are choose the download action, because we are going to download the file. As I said, we have to download the file from the Google Drive, and then we are inserting the data into our vector database. So here I'm choosing the customer service manual, as I said before, and that's it. Yeah, just testing the step. Yeah, it works. And then make sure it should be in a binary, because it won't work in JSON. As you see here, it won't work in JSON. So make sure it should be in a binary. And then after this, add the pinecone vector store. So here we are going to insert the document, right? So you have to click this add document to the vector store and then connect it with your pinecone. So to connect it, you have to go back to your pinecone and then get the API. Get the API and then paste here, and then choose the index, choose your index, minus test. So after this, here you have to add your namespace. Like namespace is nothing but in which name format you want the pinecone to store this document. So I want to store it as customer service manual. Yeah. Now I'm going to test it. So sorry, I have to provide embedding and document, right? So for document, yeah, default data loader, and then make sure it should be in a binary, because we are inserting the file, downloading the file as a binary document. So make sure it should be in a binary. So after this, we are adding the characters texture. So here I'll leave the chunk size as 1000 and the chunk overlap as 0. So basically here the chunk size is 1000 because it's gonna pull out the character in bunches, because it has more characters in this PDF frame. So it's gonna pull out the characters in bunches and then modifies it with its own knowledge and provide us smart answers. So that's the reason why we are providing chunk size as 1000, like that's default. And then now we need to add an embedding. So here I'm using Mistress. So you can use whichever you want. I would recommend to use OpenAI, but yeah, Mistress is a good one. You can do anything. And then now yeah. So we are good to go. I would recommend you to name this as we are inserting the data to the vector database. So just name it as insert data. So that's it. And then we are ready to go. Now let's test how this workflow works. Yeah, it works fine. Let's go to our pinecone and just go to our index. See the namespaces. Yeah, it has created a customer service node here. So we are good to go. We have successfully created a namespace here. So now we have to create our main workflow, the RAG agent. Just create one. Sorry. So now in this workflow, we are going to create the RAG agent. So I would recommend you to name it as a RAG. add the AI agent here. Yeah. So here in this chat model, I'm going with open prototype chat. And then memory, we can go with simple memory. So now here comes the main part, which is we are going to add the tool, which is nothing but the Pinecone vector store. So now we are retrieving the documents. I hope you understand, because the last workflow we have just inserted the data and now we are going to retrieve the data. So here name it as, and I'm naming it as custom. So called this information using questions. Yeah. So describe it. I've described it. Call this tool to access information and to answer users' questions. And then choose the index as we did before. And now we need to add the Pinecone namespace here. So name it's customer service manual. Yeah. Now we have to add the inventory. So here the same we can use whichever you want. I'm using Mr. Yeah, we are ready to go. Just save it. And let me ask some questions like do's and need to follow. So as you see here, it just went into the data and then just collects the information and then modifies with its own knowledge, and then it provided us a smart answer using its own knowledge. So this is how an RAG agent works. So it's super simple to create this kind of RAG agents, and if you want to implement this kind of AI agents into your businesses, I would recommend you to book a call with me in the description, and let's see the possibilities, like how we can implement this kind of AI solutions to a business and improve it.